From Global Calgary, News Hour Final with Paul Haysom.
Good evening, thanks for joining us. From St. Albert to St. John's, Canadians came together in grief today to say one final goodbye to Constable David Wynn. The Mountie was killed in the line of duty, and while the funeral and ceremonies are over, for the family, the feeling of loss is just setting in. Reed Feist has our top story. If approved, developers hope to begin construction in the spring. And speaking of construction, you can only imagine what it would take to build a bridge, the planning, the engineers, the countless hours of work. And when it finally comes time to connect the pieces, it's too small. That's the case for a major pedestrian bridge over Shaganappi Trail, and as Doug Vason tells us, it's no easy fix.
Calgary police are dealing with a volatile situation in Mission.
Our Paul Haysom is live at the scene. Paul, bring us up to date with the latest.
Well, Gord, Linda, volatile situation is an excellent way to put it, because that's what police are saying to us right now. We are still behind the lines here at 24th Avenue because we believe what we've heard is that there was an armed robbery at the Bank of Montreal on 22nd here on 4th Street. Now, we did just get an update from police. They say 3 men are in custody. However, this is an ongoing situation, so that makes you kind of believe there may still be people inside. They're also telling people not to tweet police locations on Twitter, which means it very much is an ongoing situation. So a lot of people are leaving the area. We don't know if they've been told to leave. I spoke to an officer. He told me the only place that has been evacuated was the Mercato, which is right by the Bank of Montreal there. But still very much a volatile, as you mentioned, an ongoing situation. And we're still trying to get updates from police. But last we heard, 3 people are in custody, an armed robbery at the Bank of Montreal. Well, he's been asked to apologize or at least provide proof. The mayor's still feeling the heat over that booze battle at City Hall. He says some councillors are getting corked on the job, and then she not about to budge. Here's Doug Vason. 4 days and counting until the Super Bowl, and if you really want to go, you're going to have to dig real deep into that pocket of yours. The average ticket going for $6,500 on sites like StubHub. Sitting at the 50-yard line, that'll cost you a cool 10 grand, and even for the cheap seats, those going for about $3,000. Yikes. If you're sticking to TV, you're not alone. More than 100 million people will tune into the big game, some of which will not be football fans, and that's okay. Many are content with the commercials, but at $5 million for a 30-second spot, most companies aren't waiting for kickoff. Here's Joe Fryer. Well, when someone mentions a sexy city, they'll probably say Milan, Paris, maybe even Montreal. But it turns out, in Canada, Cupid's arrow is aimed squarely on Victoria, BC. And in honor of their newfound fame, that city is set to shine on February 14th. Here's Kylie Stanton.
Kylie Stanton, Global News.
Little mood music there.
Mystery.
News Hour Final. I used to live in Victoria.
Right. Doesn't look as sexy as Montreal, but
no,
you tell me.
I think I'm just going to ask Paul what the weather looks like in Calgary tomorrow.